Sam, coming off another strong performance against UCF, how would you look back on that performance after evaluating film on yourself?
There's some good things. Couple things I wish I would have stayed in the pocket. Kind of got spooked, saw some ghosts, and just played within the offense a little bit more on just some base down stuff and first and second down passing and stuff like that. So definitely a area of improvement. And gonna drill that this week and get it dialed in.
Well, it seems like when you win a game, the next game gets bigger and bigger. What's your overview of this matchup with Kansas State coming up?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this since the start of the season. Another kid who's in my class and get to go toe to toe with him and with a really good football team. So I'm just super excited for the opportunity and go get this one and then game just get bigger and bigger after that. So
How much more comfortable do you think you've gotten in terms of playing in those Big 12 road atmospheres as you've gotten a couple more starts in your belt?
yeah, at first it was so new that you don't know what to expect and you don't know how to handle it and different emotions and how other teammates and people react. So now that we kind of have an identity of the team and we've been in those situations, you know how people are going to respond and how you're going to respond yourself. So just more comfortability within it, and it's only going to get better.
The reality is that with 3 weeks left, you guys are right in the middle of the chase to go to the Big 12 championship game. Is that something you guys talk about much as a team? How do you view that as you push into these last three ball games?
Yeah, one thing Dilly does, he doesn't really talk about stuff like that from the jump. Kind of just talks about day by day and week by week, game by game. So we never really set a record that we wanted to achieve, and everything like that was just come to work every single day and perform your best and stuff like that. So obviously that was my goal from the jump, and I told teammates that and stuff like that. We should expect to be in this situation. It's hard to get that across, especially after last year. People aren't expecting that, but that was my intentions from the start.
Sam, how about to be in that spot? Like you said, it saying it is one thing, but doing it is a different thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've kind of always had success in my careers, and my senior year we won the state ship, and so it's kind of just an expectation for me. And obviously, it's really fun and enjoyable, but it's where I expect to be. So it's nothing crazy, and I love the big lights and stuff like that. So I'm just excited.
Do you sense the team feels the same way? This is where they expect to be right now?
Now we do. Yeah, I wouldn't say from the start of the season, but now that they've seen what we can do and go in some big time games and in clutch moments, we've been able to pull it out and play really well as a team overall, and got some big team victories. Our special teams helped us win that game big time, which we haven't had that yet. So it was massive for us to have that.
Sam, EFF grades potential turnover plays, and you only had three of those sort of plays this season. What do you think has been your ability to prevent yourself from getting into turnover-like situations?
I would just say knowing your ins and outs in the offense and knowing what's going on. If you know what's going on in the protections and who's free and stuff like that, you kind of know, where a free hitter is going to be, so you don't have any, sacks that could be a strip sack or something like that with a dude you don't know that's unblocked. And so it's just knowing the offense and understanding where everybody's at on the entire field. And once you have that, then you can kind of just go play free.
Your scrambling ability has been quite impressive. When you're scrambling out there, what's kind of your mindset to try and stay collected when there can be some chaos and so on?
Yeah, my philosophy on it is kind of just, I try to extend a play as much as possible until it gets too risky, So even if there could be nothing, if something pops, I'll always try to extend it if there's nothing there initially. And if it gets too cloudy, I'll just throw it away. But what my thing is, why would I ever, not try to extend a play if I can, if nothing's there, if it's not going to put myself in harm's way?
Sam, did you hear Kenny's comments after the game? Basically saying, "Hey, y'all, this city needs to throw itself behind you in a sense. The NIL, the condos, all that. What you make of that?"
It's super awesome. Kenny Dillingham is, he's the truth. So having someone like that say stuff about me like that, it's pretty, it's pretty special. And I don't know what to say other than I'm grateful, and hopefully people buy onto that.
What's your take on
Yes, you
Am I? No, I don't yet.
What's your take on Kansas State's defense, and what are the challenges they'll pose on Saturday?
They're a really good, physical, tough team, and they play well together. And they're going to show some different looks. So we're going to just try to put me in position to be able to see everything. And I like our plan so far. So it's going to be a fun matchup.
How close do you think this team is to playing its best football 3 games left this season?
Yeah, our best football, I never feel like we play our best football, because every week you get better. So you could say, I don't know, the last game of the season will probably be our best game. But, we've definitely improved so much from the jump. just understanding timing. I mean, I can't speak defensively or special teams wise, but offensively, we just understand, the purpose behind every single play. Why are we running this? What's the goal? In situational ball. So I feel like we've done a way better job with that. And then just being able to make plays when the ball comes your way is going to be an emphasis this week.
Then you talked about the importance of the middle eight. So for you specifically, how important is it to win that stretch of the game and also control those margins?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about it before the season, but we've done such a good job this year, and we've stressed it so much, and it's been the key to so many victories. So I definitely see the importance now, and our last minutes before the end of the first half have we've put up points almost every single time. I can't remember a time that we haven't when we've had the ball. So that's been really impressive. And just keep honing in on that, and playing situational ball is going to get us in a good spot.
Sam, what's it like to see Cam try to check himself in a game without pads on?
I didn't even see that. I saw it on the video after, but that was pretty funny. It just shows you his character. I mean, the dude's telling me the whole pregame, "Hey, I'm gonna play. I'm like, bro, no, you're not."
You're not
so
even dressed,
yeah,
right?
he's just a competitor, and I love playing with the dude. So
How about having him around the offense? Like, even though when he's still trying to recover, and like, what's he like? Just even when he's not out there with you guys.
yeah, I mean, he cares so much about the team and the program, so he's always trying to bring juice, and he's out there yelling at me if I'm missing a ball or taking some slack on a rep and stuff like that. So it just shows his true passion for the game and love for everything about it. And he's just always there with his brothers and in the moment. He's never worried about. He hears all this stuff around him about it, and he's still the same person I met from day one. So it's props to him for that.
How do you think he's looking out there?
Oh, he looks really good. I mean, he's going to be good on air. I don't know how much I can't feel his shoulder and see how much pain he can endure and stuff like that. But when he's running around and stuff, he looks the exact same, if not more fresh. He had a week off.
Ken, you mentioned yesterday that you were seeing the field maybe better than he was even expecting in your first season. How do you think that you're seeing the field so far, and where you are in your development overall?
Last game, I mean, overall, it's growth, and I played a lot better in Oklahoma State, and then last week played pretty well, but I was mad about, a couple getting out of the pockets too early and stuff like that, and like third and long stuff where we ran a dagger concept, and I could have stepped up in the pocket with a high rush, knowing that it's going to be high rush, 3rd and 15. It's going to be one thing that, I'm going to think about, situationally, what's going to affect the rush differently and how I maneuver in the pocket with that. So stuff like that. But seeing the field in general, is definitely just understanding the playbook and knowing where people are going to be in timing and stuff like that. Just comes with time. So, it's just going to be constant growth.
Certainly this season as a starter, what have you learned about yourself as you've gone through this season here at ASU?
Learned about myself. Just not to get too high and too low would probably be the biggest thing. I feel like that's one thing that I've really matured about now. We've bounced back from some, it's really hard when you're in a slump to bounce back, and I'm really proud of myself and the team for that. Throughout the whole season, first, second quarter, third quarter, we got 3 possessions in the first half last game, and we were able to bounce out of that and come out in the third quarter, and we have 3 scores in the second half, so that was big time. So I was really proud about myself for that, and the team in general. So just maturity and understand the game's gonna have its ups and downs, and just got to bounce back always.
Jordan talked about it after the game. How would you speak to you and Jordan's chemistry?
I mean, he's that dude. So just getting on the same page and watching film, and I mean, we talk almost about every single rep after the ball is thrown to him in practice, 1-on-1, 7-on-7 team stuff. So it's attributed to that, and it's just going to continue to grow.
Sam, do you watch other NFL quarterbacks? Like, your favorite that you like watching? You like to watch Kyler and the Cardinals? Like,
yeah.
You like watching out there?
A-Rod and Joe Burrow are probably the top 2 I watch. Back when Tom used to play, and obviously everyone watches Pat and Lamar as well. So, but I'd say A-Rod and Joe Burrow are probably the ones that I try to do some stuff. Like I've watched a lot of A-Rod's mechanical stuff, and he has such a different arm slot and stuff like that. So I try not to implicate that, but just his lower body mechanics, and then Joe Burrow with a lot of flexibility stuff, because I feel like I'm built pretty similar to him, and so I'd say I watch a lot of mechanical stuff from that.
Yeah, good.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sam.